The playoffs are here, and today's matchup is a rematch of the 2017 divisional round as the Philadelphia Eagles come in as a wild card after a 34-0 shutout win over the Cardinals. And on the other side, it's the NFC South champion and second seed overall in the 12-4 Atlanta Falcons. Falcons' first possession, they're near midfield when Ryan play fakes and is immediately dropped by Fletcher Cox, who would wreak havoc all night long. Next play, Ryan throwing, and they get the sack yardage back and more as he finds Austin Hooper for 21 yards right near the marker. And on the following play, it's Ito Smith, elbow brace and all, breaking tackles and nearly breaking the run as he picks up 10 and a first down. But we said Fletcher Cox wreaked havoc all night long, and here he is again, dropping Ryan for another sack and loss of 11. And after holding makes it 2nd and 31, Ryan goes to Brian Hill, who gets across midfield to get the penalty back and set up 3rd and a country mile, where Ryan snaps and fires quick to Austin Hooper for another 11 yards to get the Falcons back in field goal range. Giorgio Tavecchio comes out, puts his leg into the 52-yarder. It's right down the middle, and the Falcons strike first, taking a 3-0 lead. Second play of the ensuing drive, and Carson Wentz is throwing and delivers to Nelson Aguilar for 18 yards and a first down near midfield. Then the Eagles go to the ground as they call 6 straight runs. That includes Nyheim Hines running through Devondre Campbell and picking up 8. And then on 3rd and 2, it's Jordan Howard this time, bouncing off Devondre Campbell to convert and keep the drive alive. Eagles facing 3rd and long this time, where Wentz is throwing. He goes to Mac Hollins, well shy of the marker. Falcons rally to the ball and bring up 4th down. Jake Elliott's 42-yard attempt splits the uprights, and the Eagles pull even as they tie things up at 3. Second quarter now, Eagles back with the ball and on the move as Wentz stands in and finds a wide open Nelson Aguilar for another 18-yard first down completion. Then on 2nd and 5, it's Wentz throwing down the seam to running back Nyheim Hines for 20 more yards to take the Eagles across midfield. 3 plays later, 3rd and 15, and go grab a snack because Carson Wentz is going to have today, tomorrow, and the entire next month to throw. Finally fires to Mac Hollins, who makes the 30-yard catch down inside the 5 for 1st and goal. And on 2nd and goal, Wentz takes the snap and is ambushed by Devondre Campbell for a 5-yard loss. So make it 3rd and goal from the 10, where Wentz again has all day to throw as he stands like a statue in the pocket. Finally throws to the end zone, where Jordan Miller is there to pick him off. Miller gets up and he's got a convoy of blockers in front of him. He gets the blocks he needs and is up the sideline, and Jordan Miller is going to bring this one all the way back for a postseason record 106-yard interception return and a potential 14-point swing as the Falcons take a 10-3 lead. Falcons get it right back with a chance to blow things wide open, but Fletcher Cox cannot be blocked, and his 3rd sack of the half forces a Falcon punt. So back to the Eagles offense, where it takes one play for them to enter Atlanta territory with the Wentz to Zach Ertz 17-yard completion. 2 plays later, 2nd and 5, and Jordan Howard threw a big hole and right on by Ricardo Allen for 15 more and another first down. 2 plays later again, and this time the chains move through the air as Wentz steps up in the pocket and finds Mac Hollins for 9 yards just outside the 10. And on the next play, Wentz with the play fake and rolling to his left, has all day but is gun shy after the pick 6, and this time Tack McKinley tracks him down. Ball comes out, but that animation shouldn't be in the game, so it's blown dead, and the sack pushes the Eagles all the way back to the 19. Then out of the 2-minute warning, essentially 3rd and goal from the 13, Wentz throwing and goes short to Nyheim Hines, who goes out of bounds for a gain of 0. Jake Elliott knocks through his 2nd field goal of the night, this time from 31 yards, and the Eagles make it 10-6, cutting the Falcon lead to 4. Falcons trying to avoid a 3-and-out to give the Eagles another chance before half, and Ryan finds Calvin Ridley, who breaks a tackle and gets just enough to move the sticks. Next play, and Ryan with the RPO to Austin Hooper, who gets across midfield but is just shy of the marker. Falcons pick up the first, but with less than a minute to go, it's the Falcons' boogeyman as Fletcher Cox picks up his 4th sack of the half to halt the Atlanta drive and send us to the break with a 10-6 score. Falcons get it first in the 2nd half, and facing 3rd and 6, it's Julio Jones finally making his first catch of the night for 20 yards near midfield. Next play, Ryan throwing again, this time to Mohamed Sanu down the seam for 20 more and another Falcons first down. 2 plays later, Ryan with the play fake, and for the 5th time tonight, Fletcher Cox gets home as he continues to eat the Falcons alive, and the 10-yard loss makes it 3rd and 17. And on third down, Ryan is again throwing, fires down the seam to Austin Hooper, who can't hang on to the catch. Falcons send out Giorgio Tavecchio, and as he's done all season, puts through a 50-plus yard field goal to push the Atlanta lead back to 7. Eagles come firing back on their first play as Wentz hits J.J. Arcega-Whiteside for an 18-yard first down to start the drive. Then next play, Falcons bring the corner blitz, and Isaiah Oliver screams in to drop Wentz for the sack and loss of 7. 2 plays later, 3rd and 17, and the Eagles call the old let's block everybody for 10 seconds and wait for somebody to get open play, and it works as Wentz finds Nyheim Hines for 27 yards across midfield and a huge Eagles first down. And facing third down again, it's Wentz with a strike over the middle to Zach Ertz for 20 yards down to the Atlanta 12. Then it's Jordan Howard turning 2nd and 5 into 1st and goal as he works his way through traffic down inside the 1. And on the very next play, it's Howard again, this time untouched into the end zone for the 1-yard score as the Eagles find the end zone for the first time today and tie things up at 13. Ensuing drive, Falcons with 3rd and 1 and keep their drive alive as Ito Smith picks up 3 to move the chains. Next play, Ryan with the play fake and looking to throw. Ryan loads up and floats a bomb deep downfield for Mohamed Sanu, who skies up to make the catch inside the 10. And just like that, the Falcons have 1st and goal after a 53-yard gain. And look at the block by Ito Smith on Fletcher Cox that gives Matt Ryan just enough time to get the pass off. And on the very next play, it's Ito Smith from blocker to touchdown score as he walks into the end zone from 9 yards out, and the Falcons fire right back to regain the lead. Eagles trying to answer back, and on 3rd and 6, Wentz throwing and has Nelson Aguilar deep down the middle, but overthrows him incomplete. So it's a 3 and out for Philadelphia, and the Falcons will take right back over. But then facing a 3rd and 14 of their own, the unrelenting pressure again gets home as this time it's Brandon Graham dropping Ryan for the sack, and with 4th and 25, the Falcons have to punt. 3rd quarter winding down, and on the Eagles' first play, the chains are moving as Nyheim Hines takes the inside give right up the middle for an 11-yard gain. Then in the quarter, it's Wentz to a wide open Zach Ertz over the middle for 15 more and another Eagle first down into Atlanta territory. And to start the 4th, it's more of the same as Wentz moves to his right and drops a dime into J.J. Nelson for a 20-yard gain. Next play, and it's Wentz going back to the air and back to Zach Ertz for 16 more to set the Eagles up 1st and goal. And 2 plays later, 3rd and goal, and the Eagles line gives Nyheim Hines a huge hole as he scores from 2 yards out. And with 12:31 to go, this game's all tied up at 20. Falcons looking for the lead, but facing a 3 and out, Ryan hits Austin Hooper, who comes back to the ball and only gets 3 on 3rd and 4. So a 3 and out it is, and the Eagles offense will have a chance to take the lead. And on their first play, Wentz with the play fake and looking to throw. Jordan Howard picks up the blitz as Wentz stands in and finally hits Zach Ertz, who turns upfield, avoids a tackler, and is into Atlanta territory for 29 yards. 3 plays later, 3rd and 9, Falcons bring the house. Wentz throws quick. Ricardo Allen tackles Mac Hollins shy of the marker, but the 6-yard gain puts Philadelphia in range to attempt a field goal. Jake Elliott comes on, and his kick is not even close. And with 8:27 to go, we're still tied at 20. 2nd play for the Falcons, and it's Ryan to Julio Jones on the RPO for 13 yards into Eagle territory. Then after a loss of 3, Ryan throwing and wants Austin Hooper, who can't hang on to what would have been a first down catch. And on the next play, Ryan throwing again and goes right back to Hooper, but Malcolm Jenkins with the unreal movement and reaction picks it off. He brings it back across midfield, and a potential devastating turnover as the Eagles are right back in position to take the lead. 2 plays later, and the Eagles get well within field goal range as Wentz play fakes and fires to a wide open Arcega-Whiteside for a 24-yard gain. Then after an 8-yard gain, Wentz keeps it on the read option and has a ton of room to run. Desmond Trufant saves the touchdown, but the 12-yard run still makes it 1st and goal as the Eagles are knocking at the door. And on the very next play, they kick that door down as Wentz avoids pressure and threads the needle to Nelson Aguilar for the 2-yard score. And with 4:58 to go, the Eagles have themselves a 27-20 lead. Falcons facing 3rd and 1 and avoid a 4th down decision, picking up 9 yards on the Ito Smith carry. Next play, Ryan with the play fake moving to his left and wants Julio Jones deep downfield, and he will not be denied the catch as he comes down with the 29-yard grab, and the Falcons are just 28 yards away from tying this at 27. Next play, Eagles blitzing, and Ryan spikes his pass into the turf, bringing up 2nd down. Ryan again throwing, looking downfield, and wants Mohamed Sanu, who goes up, but Sidney Jones knocks it away to make it 3rd down, and no choice but to throw it here, and Ryan drifting way back and fires to the end zone for Calvin Ridley, where once again it's incomplete to bring up fourth down. Ryan again throwing, drifts back into the left, wants the end zone, and Julio Jones, lots of contact. The pass falls incomplete, no flags, and the Eagles take over. After 2 yards on first down, Wentz throws out to Nyheim Hines, who picks up 4, bringing up a do-or-die third down for the Falcons. And on 3rd and 4, Wentz drops the throw, loads up, and uncorks a bomb deep downfield for Nelson Aguilar, but Ricardo Allen picks it off, and with 1:54 to go, the Falcons take over 84 yards away from a tie. And looking for more magic in the tank on their first play, it's Julio Jones on the crosser as he picks up 14 in the first before being knocked out of bounds to start the drive. Next play, and it's 14 more as Ryan looks to throw, stands in, and somehow fits it into Mohamed Sanu for another Falcon first down. Falcons go no huddle and keep rolling as on the next play, it's Ryan to Austin Hooper for 13 into Eagles territory. Falcons use their last timeout. Next play, and it's a screen to Julio Jones, who's tackled immediately. Clock continues to roll. Falcons get back to the line. Ryan throwing again, drifting deep in the pocket, can't afford a sack, and throws to Austin Hooper, who can't get out of bounds. Clock still running, 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Ryan snaps and looks to throw, goes deep for Julio Jones, who drops it inside the 10 with 4 seconds to go. So one final play, season on the line. Ryan throwing, good protection, fires for the end zone, and Calvin Ridley makes the catch. He caught it, but no, it's ruled incomplete. Ridley made the catch and somehow didn't get both feet down. The second foot never came down in bounds, and it's absolute devastation here in Atlanta as the Eagles win 27-20 and are on to the NFC Championship, and Falcon fans are stunned and in disbelief as to what appeared to be a miracle catch to tie the game turns into another disappointing chapter in their long history of postseason futility. Well, guys, that's a rough way to lose and a rough way to end the season, obviously. I thought he caught it, and I thought the game screwed me, especially after how our last game with the Bucs went, and I was ready to unload some expletives, but the game actually technically got it right, even though there's been a bunch of touchdowns this year that were scored where my receivers were clearly out of bounds, but they just couldn't give us the one where it certainly looked like he was in bounds, but obviously could have played the end differently. Looking back on it, shouldn't have used the timeout when I did, should have spiked it there. Then the screen pass was just a really bad call where I was hoping to get a block and pick up 7 to 10 yards and get out of bounds. Then the next play is where things really went south because I threw it out to Hooper with nobody around him, and it took forever for me to actually get control of him, and by then I couldn't get out of bounds, and that just ended up taking all of the time off the clock. In hindsight, should have just thrown it away there, but just a series of unfortunate events that leads us to the off season. I'm going to end the video here, and my next upload will be a season recap covering the rest of the postseason, as well as some team stats, league awards, and all that good stuff, so stay tuned for that. Hope you guys enjoyed season 1 and are looking forward to season 2, and until next time, thanks for watching.